Hi, I feel a massive weight off both my shoulders and my hard drive because I uninstalled Destiny 2 finally. Welcome to the Tuesday stream, everybody. Hopefully...
Federation screen. Our Federation will grow strong.
Alright, great start. Welcome back. Welcome to Tuesday stream. Hopefully you've been having a good day because let me tell you, yesterday was kind of a little bit massively effed up. Like, it was not a good day yesterday, like being Monday at time of stream and recording. Also, hi YouTube. YouTube, I kind of do the intro for Twitch, but I'm also doing it for you guys because, just because. Anyways, so last stream was Sunday, and I mentioned that I kind of need to wrap up earlier than I would have wanted to because I needed to go to the DMV yesterday. Needless to say, yesterday was kind of a whole effing mess. Because I started having to wake up at 8:30, which I don't like, because I don't like waking up earlier than I usually do. Mostly because I go to bed at very unreasonable times. Ended up taking my mom's car to the place, because, you know, kind of needed to. And, I get all the way there, with I'd say some difficulty, but also not a lot of difficulty. I get there, I get in the, and I'm waiting, I get to the, like, not even the receptionist, like, the pre-reception area, before he sends you in, and it's just like, okay, why are you here? Here, like, thing, hand him the thing. Yeah, you can't do this. What? Why? Like, oh, well, it has this person, your dad's, has signature, so he needs to be the one to do it. You can't do it. So, yeah, kind of wasted 30 minutes getting there, and then 30 minutes going back, but I did at least get a couple of donuts out of it, because there was a Dunkin', like, right next door. And that already, not a great start. I had to go to the DMV, only to get denied. Already not a good start to the day. And then, the drive to work was absolutely agonizing, because I got stuck behind pretty much I've gotten stuck behind slow things before, but this is the first time I've really gotten stuck behind. And I'm pretty sure I got stuck behind a big tanker, or something. And then of course I got stuck behind a school bus, because I've been getting stuck behind a school bus lately. And yeah, the only silver lining was that apparently my dad was able to actually get the whole thing sorted out, like, after he was done with work. So, needless to say, the situation resolved. And as for anything else I've done, I've made progress on my latest drawing. I am going to have to get started on a different drawing because you know, new Zenless banner coming up. Kinda gotta get the tribute ready, you know, for the gotcha gods. And speaking of, I've also, like, yesterday night, I basically just went through the rest of the florist event in Zenless, and then today I did the other two events, like the photography thing and then the author thing. It was just kind of a whole thing, and yeah, not exactly the most interesting thing to be doing on stream. So now we're back in the United Bathydae Imperium playthrough. Now, where we last left off, this is the general shape of our empire, and okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roleplay as our great Primus, as Balshama, for a second, and be more than willing to admit that our empire has a few problems. Now, the most pressing problem, the whole bunch of open space that hasn't been claimed yet. That, not great. Hey, but that's something that we're actively working to, you know, fix, I think. Now, other stuff that has to be improved. First of all, something that I should have done at the end of last stream, You guys, we need to negotiate our agreement, because this says that you're at 100% loyalty. That, I don't think is true. I think the game just kind of glitched a little bit. Yeah, I'll say... Okay, yeah, that works. Overlord conflicts. I'll get involved in any conflict you want. And unified sensors are basically like a good thing to have. And I don't need a DNA tithe. I'm not that kind of empire. And 175 unit, like not unity, influence. That's whatever. At the very least, now we have that going on. Now, as for other, like, the other more pressing matters. Like, already mentioned that we're actively working to, like, lock down the rest of the territory we need. Including all this stuff. Okay, Walled Garden, that's another Gaia world. Okay, so, but stop talking around yourself. You gotta do that. That's right. So, first things first, lock down all remaining territory. Second of all, the fleet. The fleets. They're not doing too hot. This one especially because it's brand new. So, like, the problem is we are very we don't have enough. We're not getting nearly enough alloys in to actually maintain the fleet. So if we get into another war, we're gonna have. We'd already be at a massive disadvantage. And then on the other hand, the ships themselves need much better technology, which then brings us to another problem in the Empire. It is a massive pain in the ass to get anywhere. Like, sure, having choke points, good, because that means it's much harder for bad guys to punch through. However, this is also, given how the hyperlanes have shaped up, if I want to get a fleet from here all the way over here to over here, we have to go one dip over in this general direction. That is a bit of a massive journey that's going to take several years, and we've already seen, like, from the war from last episode, that it took them over a year to get from the capital up to this system. That's not great. And then you also have some other things you gotta worry about, like the other things we gotta worry about, which include like better placement of the stations, because if we have 7 star bases right now, like the capacity for 7 right now, and I don't think they're necessarily in the most optimal place. Like down here, definitely needs one, just in case the Churk decide they want to, start causing trouble. And yeah, these guys definitely showed that that's a problem. I get the feeling there might be another Leviathan there. I would need to punch down. I would need to take that system in order to check. Oh, look at you guys. Ooh, Gaia World, fancy. And yeah, you clearly own it because. Okay, so okay, we've talked about how the fleet needs to be upgraded. We've talked about how we need to secure the borders, and we've talked about how movement around the Empire is incredibly slow. Fortunately, these 2 gateways, once we get them in our territory, can at the very least sort of help out, because it means we wouldn't need to. It would mean we can't. If we needed something over here to suddenly be over here, it wouldn't need to make this long journey through all this space. It would just go up to Divilcate and then just take the gateway. Granted, I need to activate the gateways, which is a physics research. However, there are some things that can help with that, specifically the technologies we have coming in. First up, the Dyson Swarm. Now, if you're unsure what a Dyson Swarm is and how it stacks up to a Dyson Sphere, basically, a Dyson Sphere, just big old cage, you put around a star, harness all its energy. A Dyson Swarm, like in the case of a theoretical real-life one, would be he functionally the same thing, but with more of a meshy net kind of thing. In this game, however, it does not that, sort of. Hang on, just kind of dealing with something. Yeah, in this game, it takes the output of a star and then multiplies it by quite a bit. So if you find a particularly science-heavy star, all of a sudden, that is if a fully operational blazing swarm is granting you a massive amount of science, which will definitely help us out considering we're not even cracking triple digits on any of them. Also, I had a little bit of a realization. I don't think we actually, took a good look at our home system. So apparently the void worm research. Projecting available. Where are you? You're all the way over there. Did not know there was a thing there. Anyway, yeah. We actually didn't bother looking at the thing. Okay, I think that's our science ship. No, that's a research station. Okay, so this planet, Oyada, Cernita, Yawendak, and then, yeah, that. Okay, just wanted to actually take a look at the, our home system, because we never actually bothered to do that. Also, yeah, does this mean... Alright, so I can't tell what's going on, but I can at the very least see into your, borders, presumably because we happen to, they invited me to a war, and I accepted. So, what are some other things we gotta address before we hit... Actually, I guess we can hit play for the time being. Balshama is, 111 years old at this point. That is... Which means
we
that...
grow ever stronger.
And... Oh, got fine print because the contract got a... got an achievement because, did a thing. Anyway, Mahar-Sakun, as a reminder, as I do like to point out, is our Imperial heir, which means she is likely going to be, she's likely going to be the Primus sooner rather than later. So, I feel like, okay, that's Hannibal. Yeah, there you are. You're on your way up there. If anything, even though she is our best scientist by quite a bit, I kind of want... if anything, I kind of want to put her on a planet just so... just because, had I not put in a starbase here, there's a very real possibility I would have accidentally sent her right into the maws of this big guy. Which is not something I would want to do. So... Yeah, you're the archaeologist, so you're heading that way. You're in the process of scanning and then going to go do that. And then after you do that, you can go do the research project there. Where's the... no, not that. Yeah, you're going to do that. You're going to do that. And then you'll also be doing that. Because, yeah, once we actually get our borders locked down, that basically means... Okay, fine, fuck you. What the fuck was I on about? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, see, this here neutron star, probably a good candidate for the Dyson swarm. This 2 physics, probably an okay-ish candidate. Like, oh yeah, right, the borders. I say it's a good idea to actually lock down the borders because because once we do that, then we can start banking a lot of influence. And with influence being banked, we can all of a sudden start doing a lot more fun projects. Ooh, hang on, 3 physics right here. Damn. Ooh. It's technically a trinary star system because that's a brown dwarf. Which, as a reminder, if you don't know what a brown dwarf is, it's basically a gas giant that failed to ignite. So now it's just kind of sitting there. Also, who are you again? You're there. Okay, so... Oh boy, even... strange report from Takim 2. Receiving strange report from our observers on Takim 2. One of the native kingdoms has rallied under a mysterious religious figure, and we have seen evidence of them using advanced technology far beyond their current levels of the missing scientists. Oh yeah! The good gun civilization increases to the industrial age. It increases awareness by 30. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so, other things we gotta worry about right now. First of all, the Absorbers of Athos. They don't like us, and I don't like them. Granted, pretty much everyone around me right now does not like me. Like, you guys are still kind of wary, and you guys are just chill. But everyone else, hates me, hates everyone. Like, yeah, you guys just hate everyone. You're the xenophobes. So, what exactly... Like, okay, let's not worry too much right now.
A system has been charted.
Okay, you're making your way up there. Okay, yeah, we also have a first contact event pending in Kyber. Peace and prosperity. Technology continues to progress in Takim 2, who, as industrialization takes their society to new heights. Their most recent breakthrough in engineering has revolutionized their use of transportation and brought up a step closer to planetary unification. Defining our predicted models, Takim 2 is now a unified world, pooling their resources. The people have prioritized the well-being of the global community and live. Remarkable. This is highly uncommon. No, let's not do that. Let's get that big pile of... what's it called? Yes, big pile of what's it called? Engineering research.
Ever stronger.
Also, do the first contact. Sedona, Espion, the Epsilon aliens. Yo, church? Okay. I really gotta keep in mind, like, you know, I gotta pay closer attention to that. And also, you did that. Yeah, start moving there after that. I mean, I guess... Well, I can't really say that I don't need you guys here, because there's a very real chance that I'll probably... Like, because I'm gonna be honest, we're probably gonna go back to war with the Ralaketh sooner rather than later. So I'm gonna say, before we do, I'm gonna want these three... these systems. Like, that seemed like a good enough piece of territory. So the armies can just move there. And also stuff we have to do, like, once everything has been researched and everything's been locked down, pretty much all the science ships are just gonna go around and do, like, okay, not necessarily the excavation sites, but those, and also, you know, all the research projects, because that is helpful. And also something we should do.
Research complete.
Ooh, I think our Dyson swarm is ready. Yeah, that continental world, that could be great. Should probably get around to, like, colonizing that, mostly for Pithox stuff. Point barrier defense. UV lasers, basic combat roles, combat computer biointegrator, combat computer upgrades for space fauna, which we don't have yet. Field modulation for more energy. That's like auxiliary stuff. Don't really care about that. I say we get... Yeah, we kind of need basic combat roles. And also 2 months until Uplift is ready, so that's fun. Because that means we can start... that influence we're going to be banking soon enough. Yeah, we can use that to start uplifting societies, like the natives over here, or one of these two guys. One of these two guys. Yay. Unspent points. Oh yeah. The naval capacity, we should also probably... colonial centralization. We kind of need that too. Alien topography. Adaptive bureaucracy, which covert operations path, which we do kind of need, I think. But no, colonial centralization. It's going to take a while, but what can you do? And also stuff we can't do. I remembered. Once we get enough astral actions, we can just, hit that, and then we have plus 10 to physics research. And yeah, you focus on locking down systems. Oh, I've already upgraded you. Great. In that case, gun battery, some gun batteries, and disruption field generator, shield hit points, target uplink for weapons range, comms jammer, cause why not? And if we want to, we can upgrade to a starhold, which we will. Well, how good are you? Actually, a pretty decent sized world. It is basically perfect for the Pithok. And like the problem is it would be like it's right on the border, so Fortress World would probably be the best thing for it, even if we do kind of need like, forges. Forge World or Fortress World? Because it's probably not like the best idea to have a major production facility right on the border of enemy territory. Also, what exactly are you? I try. Pop growth during war and crises. That could be helpful. Strong, enduring. Wait, so you guys are basically like me, except you're just wasteful instead of decadent. And also you're xenophobes, but that's beside the point. Alright, yeah, fine. You Dion Prime, no. And I've actually decided to name this one myself, rather than just do my usual method of hit that, add an A, and add an A. You see, this is the first Bathydae colony. So I'm thinking, kind of as a symbol of, like the unity of our empires and, vassalship and stuff, or whatever. You see, I know... because Unity would probably be a bit of an ironic name, given the fact that it's probably going to be the front line of a war. Nailed it. Alright, that'll get done. And now we just kind of keep waiting because this game does a lot of that. Oh, towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around. Yeah, the massive engine sections and braking thruster can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also might. Ooh. +3 to that. Yeah, now you're just kind of heading out there. Everything's happening! Oh, and we have an astral action. Yay! Okay, so one thing at a time. A new contact. We have received a communique from previous unknown empire, the Raltec Enlightened Kingdom. Claim. Okay. Honor-bound warriors. There seems to be a lot of those floating in the galaxy. Author. I just bring you greetings. Stay out of it. Reverence. Yep, love friendships at the music or whatever. You know, 3 have crudely carved imagery to express and share ideas. Samples documented by our researchers indicate that the inhabitants have an awareness of celestial bodies beyond on their own planet. Okay, so this is not like you're the other like society we found and are actively looking at. You know, under normal circumstances, I would just say let it continue passive observation. But considering, hey, I want this to get done faster. Let's just subtly point them in the right direction. I've been covertly correct. Current made in nearby cave. Once they are discovered, they should provide the better sense of scale. Not acknowledged. Game towards insight technology. Yay.
Ahoy there! Spaceborne life forms ahead!
And also astral action. Hey, look at that. Look at that. We now have bonus to physics for the next 10 years. No, not that one. Oh yeah, that'll take not too long. And also, what exactly do you mean? The Vexalan Hive can use Hegemon against us. What do you mean? Why are you like this? What does that even mean? The problem is I don't really know what Hegemon? I don't know that. I don't know what that means. Probably not great. Also, apparently there's just a, I'm assuming homeworld up here. Also, oh, you guys are just another, you guys are another Shroud teacher.
The species screen lists.
Yeah, I don't care. And okay, so I can use society to uplift these guys. Good to know. I mean, they're good. They're good at fighting and working, but they're not so good at researching. We can look at that a little bit later, mostly because I want to get, like, okay. This is taking a while. And what? Okay, problem is I don't think we have enough construction ships. Ooh. Hang on, that's 4 physics. Hey, can you, like... I mean, I'm lacking 41. Ooh, right, that's another problem we have. Our unity gains have gotten kind of crappy. So, let's just go to our planets. Yeah, upgrade. And just add some of these. Also, I really gotta decide what I want to do with you, because we still have more than enough housing. Hang on, I don't really... Like, using an urban expansion on an urban world would probably make the most sense, but at the same time, I kind of need, like... Yeah, make that a heavy industry district. Also, start upgrading. If there's anything down here that needs upgrading, please let me know. Okay, what exactly? Automated force for this district, plus 25. Yeah, at this point, I'm mostly just doing whatever I want. Again, I guess this whole game can be described as doing whatever I want. Oh, there's a cat that needs attention, because she's very needy. I really hope I'm not muted, because otherwise there's going to be...
We grow ever stronger.
Void worm. Like, that's only one. You guys get it. Charts proceed. Unfortunately, the inhabitants did not know who was responsible for their new... So they passed off as simple vandalism. Security on the kit increased, and the roof. On a positive note, our interference was not a complete waste of time. The reaction of this fascinating in terms of cultural research. Oh. Yay. Also... Yeah, they're definitely heading that way. Yeah, the problem is there's just a big pile of void worm nests there. Oh. Automated shipyard. While conducting a survey, detected the remains of an automated shipyard. Automated shipyard in orbit, 1,000 years old, subject to heavy missile barrage, while the
Ledger of situations amended.
Okay. And, okay, it looks like the raiding fleet from, you know, the Marauders is moving back. Anyway, let's just get down here and... up. You guys want an embassy? Sure. Come on. No, I think they're just about to... Oh yeah, they're in the process of jumping, but... So... Which means... 2 void worms are about to be...
Engaged. Give them a
The dimensional scar in the Umston system has destabilized, opening a rift into another. Approach with caution. Incredible. Start situation, a rift in space. Alright, good job, lads. Alright. You guys fall back for repairs. Apparently we're already doing well here. Yeah, Empire size going down. Just start making our way towards that. And yep, that's the 3rd holy world. Do you have physics in you?
Technology secured.
Oh, what did we get? We get exotic gas refineries. Useful. Ooh, fortress. Ooh, Oh. Oh, game, you tease me. Why are you doing this? And also, we do also kind of need Empire size from available envoys, Empire size from district. Okay, this is all good stuff. Upgrade Star Fortress, cruisers. We need cruisers. And oh, yay, you're done. In the meantime, get to building mining stations. And then find some good systems to build megastructures around. Like, yeah, here, don't really think it's good for megastructure. Yeah, you're just that. Ooh. That's 4 physics right next door. If I wanted to, I could just get another construction ship. You're building that. You're excavating the site. Which, yeah, I think you're the... I think you're basically... fuck, I had a comparison, but I forgot. Like... Space Titanic if it was Cloud City. There we go. Shroud Tunnel. And this is like an actual astral rift.
The astral rift window shows details of the currently selected astral rift. At each stage of progress, you may be prompted with orders to give to our scientists that will lead to varying, sometimes unexpected, results. Most expeditions beyond astral rifts have multiple paths to follow.
Yeah, yeah, astral rifts are basically they're basically just space-time archaeology sites. That can occasionally give you good things and almost definitely sometimes give you bad things. Alright, now you. Alright, so now I'm lacking unity, but I do have the alloys. Granted, barely. Oh boy, I'm gonna guess by the name of consciousness that there's another effing hive mind somewhere in the galaxy. Oh hey, would you look at that? It's another hive mind, and look at that, it's on a relic world. We have much to gain from this encounter. Hostile fleet present. Okay. The void worms are being rude. Excuse me. Okay, good. Galactic. Finally, in the year 2261, the galactic community is finally being talked about. And if you don't know what the galactic community is, it's the space UNN, and it's just as useless as the real thing. At least until other things that can happen. Space form relationships with one another, the galaxy becoming vibrant and lively to avoid tragic diplomats and call for pain. Yes, we will support the creation of the galactic community. And also, our scientist Hannibal has hit a veteran level, so... And you're an archaeologist, so congratulations, you're now a scholar. And also, ooh. I'm gonna guess this is why. Like, wait, hang on. Paxian Hive? Where the F are they? Yeah, you're those guys. Like, Fallen Empire. Like, are they you guys? Because it still says
ever stronger.
Oh, like, are you like?
System has been charted.
Are you your own little breakaway? Okay, yeah, ships are repaired. If you're just going...
Project done. Not so special now, was it?
That was fully repaired. That was the survey. Yeah, lots of survey in this system.
A station is under attack.
Oh, hey, look. Alright, come on, little station. You got this. And the star pedal, their station was once known as the star pedal. It was apparently a celebrated luxury resort in this corner of the galaxy nearly 1,000 years ago. Small fleet, the wood drag would drag the station to exotic location each year, but its last unclear reason, pulling giant atmosphere, suffered critical damage. Hey, you keep doing that now. The little station that could, and the caravan fleet. Greetings from the Triumph certified caravan traders from Caravan Coalition. We bring you exclusive products from on the farthest corners of the galaxy, as reproduced by our shipboard factory. It's at affordable prices. Whenever we enter your territory, we offer you an exclusive deal, but unfortunately ships outside your territory at the moment, but we look forward to doing business with you in the future. In the meantime, do not hesitate to contact us, but beware that incoming calls will be rerouted to right, until next time, maybe. Awareness decrease. And... ooh... that's not great.
Council agenda available.
By the time... let us continue. The moats must flow. If we wanted to hire a consultant, what exactly... yeah, you'd be, like, it'd still require more trust, but that's slowly going up over time. I mean, even if it loses, that does it just get destroyed or does it just get deactivated?
Intellectual booty.
Okay, I think it just gets deactivated, so not great, but not much we can do. If you decide you want to just go that way, I'm not gonna, you know, stop you. Apparently, we are equivalent. Huh. Alright, where are you gonna go? Yeah, you're just... yeah, I think you're just breaking south. So officially, you are the Turks problem now. And also, what did we get? Basic combat rules. Good time. Research station output. Auxiliary fire component. Administrative. Auxiliary fire. Research speed going up. Research station output. That'll be done soon. And hey, do I happen to have enough for the thing yet? You know, for the funny. Not locking 98. Boo! I need 1,000. Are the Unity sites not down yet? No, they are. All right, two things just happened at once. The Holy Zeratan Commonwealth. Ooh. More lithoids, yay! Spiritual Seekers, Egalitarian, Xenophiles. I like the leader of the Holy Dita, wish to be nothing but friends. Keepers of Avbren. Even more. Or these guys are fanatical spiritualists. They're also pacifists, so we clearly don't need, you know. Right. Divine mandate. Yep, cooperation plan. All. Mayhem was just wagging her tail on me, but now I can't find her. I can't tell if she wants something, which, probably. It is a historic day this month. It took exactly 1 year for the galactic community to actually form. Several of the galaxy's prominent spacefaring empires, including United Bathydae Imperium, have announced the creation of galactic community. This matters of all the entire galaxy. We can take pride in a great day for the galaxy. Now,
Welcome to the galactic community.
don't care. We need. I see.
Envoys can be assigned.
And yeah, I see no reason why the Minister of State shouldn't be in charge of our thing. Now,
The resolution screen is the...
yeah, I don't care. What we need to do is propose and that's gonna cost influence, but all right, sanctions, commerce and industry, industrial. The pre-FTL. Equal all standing, no interfere. Yeah, we can't. The Galactic Council. Yeah, that's a later thing we're gonna try and do. Not right now. Okay, not that. Strong support from the Radiant Shield, which would be diplomatic away from fleet power, naval capacity up. Yes, I don't care. I want something to be... look, I've never gotten to actually add something to the galactic community queue before. I wanted to do it, okay? Okay, anyways, as all this is going on... Okay, problem is our leaders are... Right, the Churk Hive, Allied... about Imperium... Okay, what if I wanted to... Yeah, screw it. You can have that. Okay, more and more people joining the galactic community.
The Senate floor.
I'm aware about the Senate floor. Sure, we'll establish an embassy, and would you look at that, we now have a slightly better idea of what's going on throughout the wider galaxy.
They wish to speak with us.
Honor-bound warriors. Yep.
They wish to speak with us.
Yeah, pretty much everyone wants to speak with us at the moment. This hive mind? Sure. These cool crystal people? I don't see why not. Now, judging from the fact that I don't see the Fnac anywhere, even though I'm pretty sure I did say they were allowed to spawn in the game, I don't necessarily think they did spawn.
They wish to speak with us.
Right, even more spiritual seekers who want to talk. Yeah, you're almost upgraded, so...
They wish to speak with us.
Ooh, you guys look cool. And yeah, I don't think... That stuff definitely doesn't add to our influence, like,
They wish
modifier.
to speak with us.
Ooh, that's a habitat. And also you close the borders to us, which I don't care. You're way up there. I wasn't going to be interfering with your matters anyway. As for you guys... Very, very good. And we are actually losing consumer goods. I think this is the first time we've ever actually had something up here going to the red. Well, I can't exactly do it there. But I can do it here. Which is good, because we kind of need more jobs.
They wish to speak with us. They wish to speak with us.
I guess we have a decent enough of spiritualist population in our empire at this point. Alright, the hive mind. Okay. Well, technically. Yeah, by this point, everyone's just joining the empire.
They wish to speak with us.
And yeah, I say we should form the galactic market. Cosmic storm technology costs down. I mean, I don't see really any deploying away from pops. Sure. Security contracts. Every mercenary enclave get 10 naval capacity. Okay, let's not worry about that. The Senate's not going to be in business for a little over a year at this point. Okay. You. And yeah, this is going to make our unity... But on the other hand, Dyson Swarm. Alright, and how's all this going? Ooh. You still have another 55 orders before you can start moving to a place that you can actually be... like...
They wish to speak with us.
Okay, not be helpful, but definitely be... like, start getting... like... a bit more experience actually running stuff. Right? Why are there so many hive minds? Sure. Honor my warrior. Yeah, I don't really mind you. And the Ruthless Cap. Ooh, the Mega Corporation. Don't know where you are, but if you happen to be nearby, maybe wouldn't be mine for a little, commercial agreement. Just saying. What are you doing? Yeah, basically everything's just popping off at this point, so I'm not... You have a thing. The final. Archaeology continues. The archaeologists working on the Star Petal have gathered sufficient clues and evidence paint a reasonably clear picture of the station's final days. The stray asteroid impacted the station, knocking it into an orbit that would soon plunge into atmosphere. Station keeping thrusters could not compensate, and the command staff issued an evacuation order. Unfortunately, the station had enough escape pods to evacuate a fraction of its passengers, and a massive panic soon erupted. Those who were not trampled enough were curious. Yes, mass death of basically the Titanic. Curious. Alright, and okay, federations are starting to go up. The Raltec and the Chirk. Who are the Raltec? They're not either. They're not you guys. Okay, they're you guys. Why would you be... Oh. And they ended the Federation. Alright, so that's only associate stat. Okay, so everything is happening. Everything is happening. We are just kind of dealing with that. Let's try not to focus on everything. Let's instead just, focus on what's going on here. Oh boy, another hive mind. And defensive packs are breaking. Hey, research packs are ending. I think I need more construction ships. I also think I desperately need to start building up the fleet to deal with that. That's taking way too long. I need to get more engineering in a hurry.
System has been charted.
So, which means I probably should have, you know, looked for an actual...
We grow ever stronger.
look for one of them decent engineering stars. Engineering star? No. No, I think you're just something else. Also, are you doing anything? You're not doing anything.
Technology secured.
So go do that research anomaly. Technology. It's about to go crazy. Micro singularity enhancements. At some point, we're probably going to need to actually start making... yeah, the exotic material thing is definitely going to need to be focused on chemical plants. So we can start making our own moats. New numbers would only... That's actually 67 months away. That's not terrible. Reactor boosters are also pretty good. UV lasers. Yeah, screw it. How's our astral actions doing? I mean, we have plenty of that, but we don't necessarily have enough to do anything about it.
We grow ever stronger.
And ooh, yeah, the Dyson Swarm is being constructed. Only 30% so far, but it'll get there, in theory. Other stuff we gotta do. Okay, build the mining stations, and then just start throwing down every starbase you can. Actually, hey, hang on, no, you need to... Yeah, cancel orders. Mining station. Yeah, do that. Don't do that one yet. Yeah. Formidable force of nature. They can have devastating effect on fleet's economy. Storm technology. Okay, so what? Is there a cosmic storm going on in one of our systems right now? Okay, consumer goods are slowly starting. Oh. Probably because this planet's actually gone down. Oh, the one time we actually can, you know, the one time that agriculture would be better here, and it's the one planet where we, you know, can't do the good thing we can do. Someone used a mining laser orbit approximately 5,000 years ago. Have a large writing is a color large part its upper hemisphere appears to be short-storied, chronically difficult life of an alien mercenary. Right, +3 to society and a specimen. I would like to see the specimen. Ooh. Yes, put that on display. That seems like fun. Also, I keep forgetting, I do have policies and edicts. Is there anything, like, I can use? Okay, fleet supremacy. Fortify the border. That would... research subsidies. Could turn that on. Education for that. Consumer goods down. Exotic gases fuel. Shield boosters. Volatile. We have all this stuff, but I'm not really sure what we need to use it use the most. Also, the stream is really like far back. Land of opportunity. Automatic free settlement chance. Okay. I kind of want to put you up. Yeah, so you do that. That should help, you know, this stuff move a bit closer to completion. Alright, Senate's in session. Ooh, fleet command limit plus 50. Gunship focus. Observant. I think you're the one commanding that. Like, no, you're not the one. Alright. No, you can't be the one commanding that. You're probably the one commanding. No, hey, not that. You're the one commanding that fleet. I mean, commanding presence is good. That is like hyper jump charge time. I'm down 25% is very good for like observant 2. Or do we want? That is also very good. It would especially help out over here. If only, you know, our fleet wasn't so weak. You know what? It's mostly small ships anyway. That'll probably help out. And yeah, the Senate's in session, and pretty much everyone's in favor of forming the galactic market. I don't necessarily blame them. Alright. We are still... Alright, so... Up. Be efficiently excavated! The heart of the pulsar, rummaging through the secure safe where the Star Petal's wealthiest clientele store their personal belongings. Has revealed a treasure trove of strange artifacts and jewelry, perhaps the most noteworthy among the found items at the heart of the pulsar, a unique diamond necklace, quite famous in its day for having been worn by 5 different heads of state. Obtained specimen, heart of the pulsar, and we get a crap load of artifacts and energy, and also a tech project towards ancient ramparts. Also, where the hell did all the energy go? I mean, on the plus side, at least worked. Like we actually have it now. No. Also, hang on. Tadal doesn't have a governor. I mean, does... I mean, it is epic. Trade from jobs. Oh, wow. I'm assuming... Yeah, it's definitely... It's basically just the better version of the alien jewelry, which does make sense, I guess. Also, don't have your finger on the sell button. That is a bad idea. Ooh. We can also celebrate diversity, which... to just get a big pile of unity. Yay. Yeah, sure. And we got a tiny ancient sarcophagus. Is that a reference to the, you know, not real fakey fake alien and thing that might actually... that's something else? Ancient spiritual leader from millions of years ago. 10 centimeters, huh? In length, though most of his time mass... peruse it. I mean, it's expensive. It's expensive to operate. But it's actually pretty, like, getting an extra 10 society research. Now, that's pretty good. Dang, that 11. Okay, no, let that finish. Okay, we found an abandoned amusement park. We're just finding all the things for the Grand Archive. Yay! As always, we once believed, a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science officer notes that contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from. The may have been cutting-edge sensor array or even gigantic art installation. Most likely a place where you take young and let them amuse themselves. Spiraling attraction. Ooh. Big pile of society and engineering research. Good. And also... planetary build speed. Alright, we're at our limit of astral threads. Can we make another... Can we do the thing yet? No, we're still less than a year out. Okay, good to know. Okay, yeah, by this point, the galactic community, now that it's formed, everyone's just making friends and enemies at this point. Also, I do enjoy how up here is quite a number of big guys interlaced with a bunch of little guys, and then you just have everyone down here who's just varying levels of big. Anyway, transmitter been located on the surface. Ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark the large departure. Ancient mining transmitter and +4.
Space charts updated.
We are just finding all the things, and I approve. Ooh. Minerals from worker jobs +2.
We grow ever stronger.
Alright, Western Horn's not doing anything.
Has been founded.
Yay! Wait a minute, what? I mean, I know why. It's because we don't have enough effing construction ships. I mean, technically... Okay, Okay, well, technically, we also need to start doing that because you're busy with the thing. Okay, you make your way up here. Lock down these two systems because that's still the one system buffer that these guys like, or at least won't be annoyed by. You, on the other hand, need to kind of need to hang around here because you know there are two systems that we need to clear. And ooh, right, with the galactic market, all of a sudden we can start making like a lot more money to get a lot more alloys, because we kind of need a lot more alloys. And how are we not getting in volatile modes? Did I accidentally cancel the agreement? Oh right, I guess I never actually did that. Yes, can we start getting more of those in? Thanks. Ooh. Alloys are actually decently cheap right now. As for how we're gonna... Okay, should probably save this button for when we have cruisers, because cruisers coming in, that's gonna be a fun time. Alright, I mean, if you have nothing to do, then just... Screw it. Launch a gravity snare. See what happens. Going to assume we failed. Oh no, there's the gravity snare. Now, go do the research anomaly. Ooh. And that's a thing you can do. I'll have to remember to do that. Yeah, it's not the... Alright, hey, you. Go build that. And then go build that. We are actively losing energy, okay? Start throwing down some generator districts. Should help with some unemployment. And then, oh yeah, you. Basically just get all the things you would need, and then you're our fortress world, so I guess it would make sense to start by getting a fortress down. Ooh, robot assembly. No, just get a fortress down for now. In the meantime, we kind of need to start getting some governors. Do we have anyone not doing anything? No? Well, that's not great because we are already, you know, burning through... I guess not burning through a lot, but we do... Encountering Thespia. Got my aliens. You do that. You're suspicious, equivalent, but your technology is superior. Hey, how are you guys doing? Fucking... Alright, 2,000 food. You guys are definitely making... you guys need to stop marking up. That is just not great. Oh, hey, astral actions are available. Diplomatic. Okay, here's where... okay, so that's how I do it, but how exact... That is a lot of heckin' influence, and they aren't exactly the most keen on the idea. They'd be a lot more keen on that, but... Right, and why is Unified Sensor like that? Just gonna have to wait for... We'd have to wait for that to start. Yeah, and then, yeah, their research would start me. Alright, so I figured out how to make them a Stellarium. It was all just a matter of clicking that button, but unfortunately we can't do it yet because we are lacking a significant amount of funds, and by funds I mean influence. And it's not helping.
Research complete.
It's not helping that I'm spending a lot of it on like finishing up filling out the borders. Naval capacity, off-world trading company. Fleet support for more naval capacity. And I got the off-world trading company, but before you do that, maybe just figure out what's going on there. Oh, we're starting to see more of what's going on in here. Fuck. A small observation probe from 2. Attack a Class 4 asteroid incoming trajectory unless action is taken will impact the planet's western hemisphere without a force causing extinction level. Intervening. Until you... Okay. Wait, is Rossum 2 these guys? Oh! Fun. Okay. That's gonna take over a year to get there, which... Unfortunately, they are the closest. Question. That would take a full year to upgrade, so... So I guess we kinda just gotta hope that...
All hands, fire at will! Our port is under siege! Hard to port. Our lookouts spy a spaceborne...
Abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit. When the pod's mothership exploded, scan build more than 5,000. Luminary managed to open the pod, revealing with the remains of an alien of a reptilian alien clad flushed at one of his claws, small picture of another individual. Yay, that'd be that pile of society research would definitely have been helpful.
Council agenda ready.
Okay. Oh, okay. Greetings, my friends. It has been some time. Firstly, I want to apologize for all the effort you've put into looking for me. My disappearance at Takim 2 was entirely intentional. The Pre-FTLs here have come to see me as something of a god. And why shouldn't they? After much deliberation, I decided to bring true civilization to these Pre-FTLs. What's gotten into you? You're insane. What's gotten into you? I was tired of short-sighted ethical constraint, tired of the ridicule. I suffered at the hands of my peers. Most of all, I was tired of passive observation. What nonsense! It is our duty to interfere with Pre-FTL cultures, to guide and shape them along a path of our choosing. Observing quietly from the sidelines is a shameful way of skirting responsibility. You will report for immediate extraction. It is too late for that, I'm afraid. Hey, I'm taking yours, but from those beneath my skin. My intellect was at your disposal, but you chose to squander it. I'm here. Here I am treated with the respect Here I'm treated with respect. This is my home now. With my knowledge and the technical schematics I brought with me, I will jumpstart this culture to usher in a golden age. You're insane. On the contrary, I have never been more lucid. The death of the United Bathydae Imperium is inevitable. You have to be blind not to see the signs. It may take anything from a decade to a century, but your downfall will come after you have finished destroying yourselves with an action. The galaxy will belong to a vibrant young culture such as these ones. As I'm in the process. There's a little more to say. I bid you farewell. Goodbye. I'm going to be bringing the fleets around and bombarding that planet into non-existence. Except I'm not, because that's rude. Just slightly... Just some gentle bombarding. Ooh. Really hope that we'd be able to get there quickly. Also... Ooh. Hang on. Alien mural while conducting scans of Hannibal aboard the PSB on the artificially covered slab of rock carved in alien. No sign of alien been detected. We got another alien mural to translate. And also, something really exciting. Yay! Dyson Swarm, and yeah, the more we upgrade it, the more it's gonna multiply. So it went from 4 to 19. 4 physics research to 19, and that can keep going. Anyway, first contact. Some sort of crystalline materials. Right, keep at it. I feel like I know what we're about to find, but... Is the fleet hero? Oh no, it's not the fleet. It's the station is taking pot shots at it. Hooray! Yeah, you keep doing that. Try and knock it off course. I don't know. But yeah, now that you do that. You're on 3, sets of imagery hieroglyphs and habits still center dominant language. Pick tutorial to set. Okay, what exactly? You're okay. Again, these guys are fanatical materialists and militarists. Their language is their own. More society.
A special project is finished.
The investigation and the individual claiming Hannah Pillas has concluded. At first, our researchers were understandably skeptical, but not only did the subject possess incredibly detailed knowledge of the Great Hero's time period and culture, DNA analysis confirmed the genetic link to several known descendants. Moreover, a closer study of Hannah Pillas' brain wave pattern revealed distinct psionic residue. It seems likely that far from being returned from death, Hannah Pillas was in some way transported to a realm akin to the Shroud. His experience of this afterlife was apparently a contended one, and he is now on to a quiet existence on the outskirts of the capital, preaching to a doctrine of fearlessness and peace. Any who will listen. A strange fate. Alright, good to know that's gone down. Yeah, you guys still aren't done. You guys are still about a year out. The station's doing what it can, but hopefully that'll be fine. Also, where are all the science ships? You have nothing to do. And so are you the one who's doing all the things? Yeah, you can do that. That's a bit above your pay grade. Go and do that. Okay, and you're in the process of doing that, and after that, do that. I'm gonna do that. Okay, how's this going? It is taking a while for that to happen. In the meantime,
We grow ever stronger.
good.
A system has been charted. We grow ever stronger.
Okay, that is a lot. Alloys, incredibly valuable as it turns out. Yep. I mean, what do you mean you weren't able to build a star? Oh, it's because we're lacking 16. Our research have investigated reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects in the United Bathydae Imperium system. The ship-sized objects and they're slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites. But suddenly shifts in orientation revealed to our ships and new energy signature. And new energy signatures might be alive, fascinating. And we can learn to coexist
We
for.
are being contacted by aliens.
Oh, that. Hey, guess what? You have enough now. You have nothing to do. So I guess you would just sit down there until you are needed. In the meantime, over here, solar panel network for some extra energy, a trade hub, a vivarium tank. Yeah, this is just the hard border. Right, we already have the comms Janner. Janner? Who is that? Anyway, field disruption field generator, target uplink, and yeah, we can do that.
Spaceborne sighted on straight.
Special project complete. Scientist Hannibal managed to partially translate the mural memorial for an extinct alien race once maintained a smaller in this region of the galaxy, apparently exterminated by its creators of the fact they seem to regret excess of 30 million years old. Not 300 million. Its creators are also extinct by now. And engineering research. And with that engineering research, well, first of all, physics research. Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen, but not exactly surprised it did. Year out from cruisers. Year out from cruisers. Embassy. Federation. Yay, the asteroid's been destroyed. Well done, lads. Completely forgot about it. The asteroid that was heading towards the Thompson 2 has been destroyed before it could reach the planet's surface. Blood fragments reach the atmosphere, burned up safely before they can cause a spectacular meteor shower. Pre-FTL nor build a gain 2,000 minerals and increase awareness by 5. Alright, in the meantime, you guys, hey, can you... I feel like we're going to need to just hang out down there for a little bit. Meantime, you do that. And hey, can this actually... It can be upgraded. Granted, it's going to be another 10 just to maintain, like every month, but... Yeah, if you think that 19 is not exactly the most insane thing, don't worry. It can get even more insane. Now, you have no orders. You need a construction ship. You have a thing there. Alright. You... go do that research project. You go be there for... or just in case something goes wrong. You need to wait until we have cruisers. And... you're equivalent to me. Okay, we'll keep that in the back pocket, you know, just in case. Alright, in the meantime, what exactly are the other things we gotta do?
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, this part of space, secure, good. Closest scan of the debris around the discovery of an airtight capsule containing an atomic claw. Unparalleled precision, frequency. Another single second, kind of 42 years. It's a bomb for TikTok. And just give me some engineering. And not entirely sure if that did anything, but I'd be happy if it did. I think I'm gonna have to feed the cat soon.
A system has been charted.
Oh, and with that, actually, no, you have one more system you need this to research. After that, however, we're good to go. And hopefully there isn't anything in here, because I just told the fleet to go elsewhere.
We grow ever stronger.
Start building. Start building. Hang on, why are we losing so much influence at this point? I mean, we're not losing a lot, but the fact that we're losing that we were getting 8, but now we're getting 6. And some kind of burrowing silicon vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface. Best we can tell, creatures feed off rock and evidence. Intriguing. Add 3 minerals. Add 3 minerals. Fun. Ooh. Good to know.
A special project is finished.
The Divine's Protector has successfully restored power to the automated shipyard. The facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order using raiders. Unfortunately, the facility broke down completely after. Yay! We get 3 ships. New ships. Raider, UBI Spectre. What exactly are your spec? Ooh, small UV lasers and coil guns and slightly more advanced stuff. And a pretty decent looking design. Alright, cool. Alright, construction ship. Start making your way over here. Wait for it to leave.
Research complete.
Oop. Yay, cruisers. Ooh, arc furnace. Yeah, that can be arc furnace. Another mega structure that can definitely help solve our alloy problem. Our energy problem, however, that's gonna need mega engineering because that's gonna require the Dyson sphere. Or I can just grab a Dyson swarm and just a different star. Oh no! The Primus is dead. Anyway, hey, our great official. I'm sorry, however, our great Primus Imperial Balsham has passed away at the age of 119 while in service to our the people clamor for a memorial service in honor of this leader's to unite Bathydae Imperium. A grand event will be ever enclosure and bolster our ideals. Private procession? No. Let the masses mourn? No. A planet grand parade? Now. A distinguished farewell? Actually, hang on. No, let's go back to the home system. A huge parade of troops on a fly over by the naval forces marked the arrival of Balsham's casket to its final resting place. His body was fired into the near star during a society-wide broadcast. The departed leader's personal strategies and logbooks will become part of the curriculum for the next generation of cadets. A worthy send-off. Military field. Monthly unity up 5%. Military ship. Balshama dies. So, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. But in the meantime, hey, Primus, all hail our new Primus Imperial, Mahar Sakun, our former head of research, now the leader of the Empire, who I'm pretty sure is no longer in the science ship. So, what we need is a new science. We don't have, hang on, we actually have some. Yeah, we should actually take a look at the new, taking a look at the new heir. Azrupilla, yes, Princess Imperial, only 19 years old. So yeah. Militarist ethics attraction. Okay. I guess you can follow the most recent plan of... Alright, you can... okay, I'm assuming... apparently you were born on Unu and Pata... not entirely sure when the Primus got the new Primus got over there, but whatever. In the meantime, you finish up surveying the system, and then make your way to court and start governing. In the meantime, new head of research. I mean, guess for now, but you're not exactly great. Like, if anything, one of these guys would be... one of you would be a lot better suited for the job, just because, you know, you've been at this a lot longer and you're actually leveled up. But Champion of the People could probably move over to a different job. In the meantime... Ooh, right. I'm pretty sure cruisers are done, so let's actually... Ship designer, take a look at the Monarch of Providence. Ooh. And do we actually have any... We have the Scout Wings, but they're not exactly great. So... Railgun, blue laser... Broadside and artillery. Ooh, right, and we do actually have picket, torpedo, line, artillery. Weapons range or chance to hit. Alright, you can be the artillery for now. We are still only on Hyperdrive 1. This is not good. And we still only... ooh, never mind. Alright, heavily armored in the center, but that's about it. If we want, we could just, you know, double up on reactor boosters. Alright, save the current design. Not the best, but it's what we got. And pretty much everything can have some cruisers. And the new ships just need to be merged into this fleet. This is what we were going to do, but then Balshama died. Alright. And merge the fleets. Very good. Now... Well, now what do we do? Because, I mean... Yeah, we just started researching the arc furnace, so that's going to take a while to build. Do we just... like, buy as many allies as we can and then just hit the reinforce all button and see what happens? I'm going to say yes. And... Ooh. Decent chunk of territory in here. Territory.
Ahoy there! Spaceborne life forms ahead!
Alright, rivalry. Okay, the galaxy clearly
ever stronger.
Getting a little busy right now. I'm sorry? Oh. I guess that's what we saw. Okay. Hey, this chunk of space, mostly secure except for this spot. I mean, if anything, you guys go blow that up. After that, you guys have already done that. Go do that research anomaly. Then go do that research anomaly. And then start making your way. And then by the time you're done with that, that fleet should have gotten through and taken care of that problem. In the meantime, I have to make a quick run to the bathroom, so... guess what, YouTube? I have returned. I need to talk a little bit quieter now. I just said that twice, YouTube. Good to... don't you just hate that that's the quality content that you're missing live on twitch.tv/docsmechanium. Anyway, I'm talking quieter because the door is now cracked open, and by cracked open, I mean a significantly decent way, a fucking way open, because Mayhem is just outside standing by the stairs right now, for reasons that are beyond my understanding. Get time moving along. And hey, the Galactic Market's formed.
There is new information in the situation log.
De facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not in the universe. The new borders are discovered. And old ones redrawn across the galaxy. Galactic leaders create time to legitimize commercial forums that all may benefit. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be a quasi-hub for galactic commerce. We would surely benefit from the hub to fall within Bathydae space, so we can choose to promote. Okay. So... okay, I still don't know where the actual decision tab is. Nope. Don't build a new city, we don't need it. Actually... well, hold on. First of all, we can build... auto-designate city, empire capital... I mean, how much trade are we doing here? Edit sector? No. Oh, but nice to know that that's what the sectors look like. Also, can I hibernate sectors mode? Yeah, don't need that. No. Turn that off. No. Whew. The Union's map. Oh. So this can just tell me who's with who. That's a little confusing, but also, who are you? Oh, okay. So that's just where you guys are. It does not look like you guys are doing too hot. And the fact that our borders are still open, or well, technically I don't think it's even been 10 years at this point.
A system has been charted.
Oh, and with that, this science ship is now basically done. So, where's our... yeah. You can officially be moved over to there, and the science ship can just go do something else, I guess. I mean, don't really want to hire another scientist. That'll just eat more into the Unity. Hey, don't really think. So I guess just for now. Hey. Exploration focus. Well, pretty much everything is now just being worked on. And can you not even move without a scientist? Why? Who decided that was a good idea? Yeah, you're in the process of doing that. Apparently there are just some mining drones up here. Okay, so you guys... Ooh, I'm lacking a lot of stuff right now. Okay, so we have some time before what's-his-face decides he needs to start being a problem. You guys, in the meantime, go take care of that.
Technology secured.
Ooh, research speed going up with the new numbers. Cold fusion, cold fusion, cold fusion, cold fusion. We need that. We need more power.
We grow ever stronger.
You're in the process of doing that. You're going down to claim that. Lethargic? Why are you lethargic? Don't count your plan. Don't count your plan. Our scientists have discovered something rather monstrous. The mountain range they scanned and earlier was actually the outer membrane of a gigantic egg. It's like uncertain what behemoth could. So yeah, from afar, crack it open. Yeah, I got this project in my last gateway. In my last playthrough with the FNAC. I never actually cracked it open.
There is new information in the situation log.
But I would like to crack it open. Up. I'm sorry. What's going on? Is it on Team 2? Oh, right. Okay. Good gun explorers on Team 2 have discovered a previously unknown species, a molluscoid. On its own, each of these creatures barely qualifies as sapient. However, when two or more are joined through physical contact, they form a semi-conscious node. Theoretically, these nodes should be capable of exponential growth and cognitive power. Simply put, the people of Team 2 have stumbled onto a biological thinking machine. Given time, this discovery could herald the advent of an organic singularity. Okay, so I've definitely seen this before, but in the John Many a True Nerd playthrough of the Absolutely Impossible run. I'm pretty sure I know where this goes. However, as much as I would love to actually get these guys, get these guys enlightened and into my fold as a vassal, the fact that the rogue scientist is on this planet would probably help at, preventing the singularity. You know what? I want to watch and learn. I want to see if his hubris is going to consume him, like many a Greek hero of old. Please, do so. Show me what you're going to do. And, okay, fine. We'll move.
We grow ever stronger.
We'll move you back in.
Complete.
Okay, off-world trading, xenobiology lab, starbase capacity. Kind of need that. We can just get the ability to form a federation. Satisfying insults, which will increase the available envoy. Alright, that's a pretty funny thing. Ancient ramparts for... Okay. Why are these two taking so long? How does it take less time to learn about xenobiology than it does to figure out more starbase or less volcano? Also, yeah, but having a federation around just with having the ability to form a federation would probably be at least nice to have kind of thing. Okay, in the meantime, you just right now I'm just looking for anything that could be of worth studying while on the way back. Alright, not yet. Alright, well, if you physically can't do anything, then, yeah, fucking get back on the planet, and I will do it myself, because I'm not... Oh, I know what the problem is. They physically can't leave, they probably physically can't leave because these guys are in the way. I hope to discover resources inside whatever that. Our scientists stumble upon something most unusual. In fact, a long dormant relay station with complex electronics and advanced sensors set up with ancient empire and retrieve the sensors for her planet has sensor hyper range or which is then also just a specimen. Or exploit their encryption software. Nah, do that. Also, why did I open that? Yeah, you physically can't leave because that's in the way. And... fuck it, you can just wait. Unsurprisingly, these two are going back in on each other. I guess that was just a matter of when, not if. Alright, readied shield, likely gonna be next. Wow, we are actually over fleet capacity at this point. Okay, what's going on? Nope, I can just build a new anchorage. It's fine. Back to setting the Federation. Oh no, we're actually taking this thing out now.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
And melt.
Situations amended.
Well, it destroyed a ship, but I guess that's not the worst thing that could have happened. In the meantime, report back up here. And oh yeah, you're actually just nearby. So yeah, do the research project, survey that system, and then once that's done, there is something else we can do. Also, speaking of things we can do, you guys, you are inferior to me. So what would you say if we negotiate the terms of our agreement again? We can't be... Actually, no, we can. All of your conflicts and unified sensors. We are lacking exactly one influence right now, but we can turn them into a proper Stellarium. So if we just let this take over to the next month, also 269, nice.
Ahoy there! Spaceborne life forms ahead.
Okay, good to know that the borders are now open. And it... monthly cost for Overlord 3. But on the other hand, more science. Stellarium, slightly different, but also not that different contract. So, what? Oh, hang on. Takes convert and buyer size, conversion time, monthly, plus 100% conversion time because they're fanatical spiritualists. Well, if they wanted to be a Okay, so my plan of turning them into a Stellarium might not be the best because they kind of can't. They are physically incapable. I mean, they can, but it's just gonna take a fucking long time. What exactly does a prospectum give me? I mean, nothing. Pretty much nothing worth having because they. I mean, having them be. Apparently, we can just go right ahead with. Go right ahead with turning them into a bulwark right now. If I wanted to, I could squeeze them for. Ooh, hang on. No, I would need to contribute. Like, actual reason. Okay. So, plan to turn them into a Stellarium. Not exactly the best. Not the best plan, unfortunately. And I don't think I can actually uplift yet. No, that's a dig site. Okay, the organic simulator is slowly moving along. Through persistent experimentation, the people of Takim 2 have begun to use the recently discovered nodal consciousnesses as a rudimentary thinking machine, now capable of completing complex mathematical calculations. The inhabitants are making breakthroughs in science and produce fascinating, and we just get a bunch of research stuff for it. Yay! And oh no, it's just the reinforcements. They're en route. We are severely lacking actual minerals. That is a problem. No, not minerals, alloys. "34 months out from the arc furnaces.
We grow ever stronger."
Okay, that's good. You, I don't really have anything for you to do. So I guess look for a particularly good star and just stand by, I guess? Or I guess no. I guess really what you can do is stay up here for now. Actually, was staying up here be worth it? Also, why is there just an astral scar there? Go build that. Yeah, you can just stay right there. Actually, no. You can go build that. Yeah, I knew I had something down there. Question is... Yeah, you're the energy star. You're an energy star. Can I build Dyson swarms around pulsars? Can I be... Boo, it needs to be built around actual stars. So is there like an actual star that generates engineering research? I doubt it. I think it's more of a physics thing, but You know, can't hurt to ask. Also, there is just some stuff down here that I haven't actually bothered to grab. Keep looking. Why is there society here? Oh, because there's a thing there. And yeah, you're basically here already. Let's just go ahead and get right in there. Let's also unpause the game because otherwise it's not going to happen. Yeah, these guys are getting a lot more action than I'm pretty sure they thought they would.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
And taken care of. Alright, move you back over to here. Go do that research project, after which go do that research anomaly where I guess there's just the whole thing. Oh, they're just a pair down here. Great. Slippery, so better or that. Or confidential research for cloaking. I mean, I haven't really used cloaking at all. And in the off chance he in the off chance he does find himself in a position where he would need he is right next door to the void worms, so it's probably a good idea that, you know, he can get out of there quickly. And you have 11 orders you need to complete. You're gonna be here for a while, but when you are, hoo boy, it's gonna be great. Okay, you guys. Okay, another thing we desperately need to do. Upgrade stations, because like this is another like border system, and these guys, they still don't like us, and they don't exactly have any intent on improving the relationship. So I think it's more than fair to upgrade that a little bit. And same basic deal down here. Like, if anything, it needs more guns, but that's not really what we also need. Like, we need something that can work as a, like, this whole thing is just kind of messed up right now. How the fuck did you manage that? Did you guys go to war at some point? Because I feel like you might have gone to war at some point. You definitely have gone to war at some point. Because that is... Oh no, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, no, you guys are at war. The Juvan Chirk War of Overlordship. They are losing that war, and they have allies of the Absorbers of Athos. But that... hang on. Hang the fuck on. Why do you guys have a hyper relay? I mean, also you have a Grand Archive. That makes sense, I guess. Maybe.
Ahoy there! Spaceborne life forms ahead!
And... Ooh. Oh, we can just discover another Elgate site right now. I'll take it. Produces that's really good, but we are kind of actually running and have a bit of an energy problem right now. Not gonna say energy crisis. I want to do the biological research support. Does not have wilderness and has neural weaving. So if we happen to see neural weaving, we should probably get that. I mean, aquaculture. Should probably just do that. Also, yeah, why are we not doing that yet? That's not what I wanted it to do, but okay. And we can't specialize you now, so what would be the engineering research? I feel like engineering research would probably be a safe bet. Also, let's maybe build another city just in case. Let's go take a look at the big eye. You're just kind of floating around. There's a derelict ship. There are several another derelict ship, an ancient battlefield. Exponential growth. Progress towards an organic singularity on continues apace. The Noble consciousness has recognized much of this planet's agricultural production, increasing crop yields, raising standards of living. Already, people are relinquishing their decision making to a biological machine. I can see where that's going. I feel like that costs more than it did, but before. And pretty much everyone's in favor of the readied shield. Ready shield? Shield. So that's not really a problem. Dubious abyss. That has an L-gate.
Loots from enemy wrecks seized.
Yay, we get mining laser research and physics. Some extra physics. And you guys have a lot of You guys have a lot of colonies over here. Okay, if that's a dead end, then that's a pretty decent place to hold. You're the criminal syndicate. I'm not really interested in you guys. Where are the... There is so much going on up here. I'm genuinely unsure of where to look.
We grow ever stronger.
Also, I think I did kind of... Okay, you just kind of tail the princess bat up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Rogue scientist consolidates power. We've received alarming reports from the surface of Takim 2. It looks like our rogue scientist is consolidating power. He has given one of the feudal kingdoms access to advanced weaponry, and they are now in the process of conquering the rest of the planet in his name. A plan proposed to forcibly extract him, but it will require significant ground forces. There's no telling what effect this will have on the native population, as they may have come to see him as a god. Well, they're advancing to the machine age either way, and if they... Okay, so this can go one of two ways. Either they start worshipping... like, they see that he's not the only one, realize that he's not a god, he's just one of us being a dickhead, and they don't... and their trust in him shatters. Or they do legitimately hate us. Also, I think we might need to start explaining, like, extract missing scientist. It would only make things... However, comma, I would like to see if the organic singularity ends up consuming him as well, because that would be pretty funny. This is hard because, like, you see, this is the part what I would ask chat, but I'm the only one here, so, like, do I wait for the singularity to show up and just have him be eaten by it, or, nah, you know what, operations go, remove him.
Situations amended.
Has 2 transport ships in orbit. You know what? I feel like we need... okay, well, we do have a colony right here, so we can just raise one from here. It says 2 armies are required. I'm going to bring in 6, because that seems like a good idea. You know, really show them how much he does not matter compared to the rest of us. Alright, you build the mining stations, and then continue expanding. I am not stopping the stream until, at the very least, our borders look nicer. I say that, we have this to deal with as well, but that will be taken care of soon enough.
Spaceborne life forms ahead.
And can we just maybe give you something else? Also, I realized that we added cruise ships, but we never actually, you know, increased the number of them. Please tell me the arc... Okay, less than 2 years out from the arc furnaces, we'll be able to get them down, presumably everywhere in the Empire. In the meantime, you go around building anything we don't have. Okay, yeah, you are now officially ready, but we don't have... Okay, well, you're not ready. Also, we are now losing energy, and we're losing consumer goods, because... We can also specialize over here. Engineering support, because that's fun. We don't really need that. We need more consumer goods. Where's some place we can put more consumer goods? Heavy industries? No. Special. Civilian industries. Perfect. Again. A small... yeah. Wait, is it you guys? Okay, no, this is... Of course. Well, you guys are heading there anyway, so... you guys were heading down there anyway, so... Can you maybe... you know, do the thing again? Difficult situation. Not particularly, actually. It's fine. Yeah, just wait for the fleet to show up.
Intellectual booty.
Ooh, cold fusion reactors. Antimatter reactors immediately. Antimatter reactors. Let's keep the power going. And also, we should probably... Wow, we are just lacking everything right now. Okay, so I guess it's just a matter of time. I guess it's a race at this point. Will the organic singularity take him, or will our armies be ready? The first stirrings of an advanced level of consciousness have appeared on Takim 2. However, it has become obvious that the nodal consciousness may have its own designs. In an effort to streamline processes, certain basic amenities have and uh, curtailed. I'm gonna say curtailed. Jobs that were once done by hand are increasingly automated, when local governments have found them unable or unwilling to start uneasy. Ooh, big aim for engineering research. Always a good time. Also, just now, okay, I didn't just now notice, but we still do have the option for automating this place, but I kind of don't want to. And we still need a governor for Shadal. But we don't exactly have anyone, like, busy. Okay, if I wanted to, I think we should replace this. Like, basically take what we have over here and just swap them around. So, this gets replaced with, I'm gonna say, comms Janner? Again, who's Janner? Comms Jammer, and then over here, the crew quarters is kind of necessary. Resource silos are also necessary, but we also kind of need that. But we can't do that until the other one's dismantled or replaced.
Taking evasive action.
Yeah, maybe don't go that way. Maybe just go to the way you're. Guys. Go hunting. Yeah, Hyperdrive 1 is not good. Also, that is a lot more void worms. Okay, I feel like I just need to consolidate all of my power and then just go in here and hope for the best. And you guys are gonna go that way from the looks of it.
Our star base is under attack.
Is it, or is it shooting at that? From the looks of it, yes, it is indeed getting into a fight with the station. The singularity has arisen to Keem 2 after years of exponential growth. Today, the noble consciousness achieved full sapience and wasted no time solidifying its authority. With the planet's population reduced to puppet status, many have been forced into subservience. They now exist to provide a hive. Fascinating. Conclude situation, organic singularity. And they've shifted towards fanatical authoritarian.
Technology secured.
But on the plus side, the arc furnaces are available. Star Fortress has, yay, orbital habitats, not the best. I desperately need to get this done. But I mean, Star Fortresses, too good to pass up. In the meantime, our furnaces, another megastructure that we can now build. Also, how much? Okay, so you've been upgraded to 49 and extra things. That's a lot more. That's a lot more. Alright, so energy's been sorted, but not so much consumer good problem. I mean, it's not so much a problem. We're losing 4 and we have 14,000. So the question is, where are some good candidates to build some... Hey, if I told you to build a megastructure... Indeed I can. So, hang on. Just let me read this. The raw power of a molten planet or inaccessible material provides system-wide mining operations. Not entire. So we need 500 at the moment. How much can we get on the market? Also, speaking of the market, I never actually set up what's it as a candidate because I don't know how. Edit sector decisions. Galactic. Ew, that's a lot of influence, and I mean, sure, I'll at the very least nominating, but nominate. So, okay, hang on. Hey, are we cool yet? No, we can't. No, we're not. Boo. So we're probably not gonna get the,
Ever stronger.
you know, the thing. And okay, so that's that, which means we can take you and replace that. And just kind of hope that it ends up working out. Like, yeah, look at this. This is 4 potential arc furnaces right here, just north of, like 2 jumps away from our home system. In the meantime, you are going to go deal with all this. Ooh, but look at that, another alloy. But yeah, that is desperately not great. Market. Okay, sell 100. And sell 500. And that's still only enough for a couple. But that is still enough for at least the start of one. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's at the very least something. But in the meantime, ooh, hang on. That's a big molten world. That might be even. Okay, you go build. Okay, another Dyson swarm. No, go build the arc furnace right here. I have no idea what that's gonna do. What that's gonna look like initially, but it should be good in theory, hopefully. Okay, so engineering and physics research are looking great. Our society falling behind. Navy instructor for naval ship capacity and ship starting experience. Recruiter for army build speed. Yeah, I'm taking Navy instructor. Fuck it. Hey, look at that. We have much more naval capacity now. Yeah, you're just heading south again. Okay, so that's 4,500, 500, and 5,000. And that would be going up against... I mean, if we play it smart, we could take out all of it pretty... like, if we do what they did, and with that thing, in theory, we could do it. And wow, they are... Okay, do I want to see if I can maybe start winning these guys over? Like, if I do that, what exactly... Like, I am currently spying on them. Hey, wait a second. No, not espionage. Might have heard claims, trade deal. Do I have any? Apparently I can have a holding on you guys, but I don't know how. Do I actually just physically go to your planet? I do? Why haven't I been doing this? Hang on, this is much better. Vigil command. Ugh. Must be bulwark specialist. Off-world foundry. Hey, Prospectorum or Ministry of Science. Advanced food processing. Planetary power grid. I need advanced mineral purification in order to... I need that. That is what I need. And they have 2 planets here, so I can just, you know, double pump if necessary. Yeah, you have that, and you guys. Our spy master, watching over the absorbers of Althus, reported the surprise successful acquisition of a new asset, a sympathetic contact who will be of service to our operation, and all efforts have been taken to ensure this new contact is genuine. Protocols have been established to which the... Excellent. New asset acquired. Also... Yeah, you guys, go extract him and, you know, really just see if he's regretting the whole organic singularity thing. And that is taking its sweet time. And it is being shot at. The magnetic field of complete heat reversal, but while being absorbed, the rare event has energy. But other moves magnetic poles. Fortunately, all was recorded by a sensor of our ship, provide a lot of valuable data. Ooh, big pile of physics. New totalitarian. And apparently, Starbase wasn't able to be...
Intellectual booty.
Whoop. Our total, oh! A new achievement for mining that much. Yay. And we can also form a federation now. Reverse engineer artifacts, Xeno diplomacy, Fleet Academy. This would take a while, but wouldn't be the worst thing to have. Yeah, come on, send the ships in, destroy the asteroid. This time around, I actually want to see it.
Ever stronger.
Yep. Norbilde, we get 2,000 minerals, and while we're doing that, let's also go ahead and just see how well this goes. Pretty sure they're just now deploying, or we just caught the tail end of it.
Council agenda ready.
Council agenda speed or unyielding. Yeah, you can be unyielding. Why not?
Our station is under attack.
Is that actually, or is it... oh, no, it actually is. Nanite crystal... nanite crystal lattices. Now subset of the enormous metallic crystals. Landscape. Define all science officer. Azrupilus is excited to reveal that these oversized crystals are in fact composed of trillions upon trillions of deactivated nanites. Their molecular structure matches no known empire's nanotechnology signatures, making their potential origin indeterminable. They may have been deposited on the planet by some unknown spacefarers for an unknown purpose. As far as Azrupilus can tell, the nanites compiled themselves into perfectly ornate, oriented crystalline lattices in place until a point became deactivated. Crystals created incredible for a big pile of engineering research and 200 nanites and 1 Elgate insight. That's fun. Yeah, don't worry, little station. You're doing great. The fleet is almost there. Alright, but we have plenty of we have the astral threads again. But we don't have enough for that. If I can get like one more ship. Oh, one more ship in a decent enough place. Yeah, go build a mining station there. Yeah, your neutron star can't build a thing around you, which is unfortunate. Right. That's almost done. Our observation boats above Romson 2 has detected an illegal settlement on the planet's surface. It appears to be some kind of outpost set up by Bathydae smugglers and other criminal elements. Bathydae Imperium. They've already been isolated. Where smugglers came in contact with the natives, so much ended violence. We need to act. All right.
Ledger of situations amended.
And is that another... That's a case of another transport ship is needed. Question, how long would it take to get there? Oh yeah, they'd get there with some time to spare. Because it'll time out in 1,000 days. They'll get there in 600. It's fine. Up. Oh. Fight's over. And we can just get successful extraction. We successfully extracted the rogue scientist from Team 2. Hundreds of Pre-FTLs were tragically gunned down when they launched suicidal attacks against our forces in a futile attempt to protect their god. Our legal system will now deal with the scientists, but the impact of these events on the planets must be immense. They still possess some of our technology, and their deity has just been spirited away by the invaders from the stars. But we look like them. They should have been able to figure it out. Also, they are being controlled by a hive mind right now. And if you're done with that, then go do that. You'll get there a lot quicker. You guys, cancel order. How are these new guys getting more done than, that? Anyway, you may return to there where you're gonna be governing from now on. Where to build next? That works. And you guys... Hang on, is that like... Is it researched? That's 80% of the way through that, so... Oh! Yay! Alright, I can wait until the arc for... Oh yeah, it's actually almost done. So let's actually take a look at it. Yeah, just a big old ring around the planet, or at least. And yeah, unsurprisingly, the galactic market not formed in our system, so no discount for us. Manifested Bathydae, was a Bathydae Industries, has officially legitimized the marketplace for resource. Okay, and unsurprisingly, Banthurian Industries, I wouldn't be surprised if they're a megacorp. Also, let's at least go over there so I can. And you're up there. Ruthless Capitalist. Hey, do you... Alright, so we do have a thing. So, what else can we do? Because we're just cordial, but we're not actively improving relations. Yeah, you're under those... You're under that hive. But we're also, like, super far... yeah, we are basically... I'm glad I'm not on this side of the galaxy, because up here is a fucking mess. Now, as for down here, back to you.
We grow ever stronger.
Alright, a lot of factions are forming. Also, did I completely misread what an Arc Forge actually does? Okay, so that's only like system-wide mining operations. Ooh. We also need to sort out our energy problem.
We grow ever stronger.
Champion of the People, Spark of Genius, Politician, Logistical Understanding. Sorry. Just gotta take care of that. Hold on. That was a little rough. Anyway, Spark of Genius, because bonus research speed. And now you may indeed begin to govern. While the science ship just kind of chills up in orbit, not able to do anything. Yeah, that'll happen at some point. You guys have opened the borders, wasn't even aware that you had closed them. And, okay, yeah, our fleet's in transit. It's 2 jumps out. It'll be fine. War has broken out in Takim too. In recent years, certain factions on the planet managed to accrue enough wealth to monopolize the means of production. In turn, others revolted against the growing inequality. Now when all the class war is broken out, this will have lasting consequences. Impartial in their political affairs, even though I'm pretty sure they are controlled by like they are still controlled by a big thing at this point. So I think the game's just a little at this point. All right. In the meantime. Yeah, you start doing that, and then... okay, hold off on that for now. You build... Ooh, that is not great. Also, hang on. Something that I said we could do, but I've completely forgotten about, is at this point, we can turn off Map the Stars, because we don't need it anymore. Because there's only like one more system that we haven't surveyed, and it's full of void worms. In the meantime, what is something that could be fun? I mean, we only have 200 nanites. Upkeep of that. Exotic gases as fuel for more sublate speed. That could help with our... that could help with some stuff. Question, if I change this over to allowed, then what does that do to the factions? Xeno Reform Initiative, they already don't like recent uplift, so you're, I mean, I guess are okay with uplifts? Okay, I'm going to assume yes. Dull Edge, Science Without Borders, Synth Envy. Heh, nice. Conquest. Leviathan Slayer. Destroying a space-dwelling Leviathan. Yes, I'm aware that it'll please them. However, Leviathans are still scary, and we barely we still barely have working hyperdrives. Yeah, you guys I don't care about, and you guys are just straight up authoritarian. Why are you even here? So if I just decide to move you over to allowed, I don't suppose anyone's gonna pay any mind to that. Oh. I chose not to admit the Pre-FTL policies, the war and of its own. Oppressive powers steamrolled the revolutionists with the East status quo has been restored. The revolution is dead. Go to elites, 100 pops die. Acknowledged. Number of individuals belonging to the pre-sapient native population. Some I got in a secure compound in the outskirts of the colony, chasing off with it. That's not great. Okay. You know what? You guys need to be uplifted, I've decided. That... No. Unspent traits. Yes, hello. You guys...
Ledger of situations amended.
Yeah, cost 3,000. It'll take 18. Yeah, it'll take less than 2 years. Sure. Congratulations, you guys are being uplifted. And speaking of things, I'm pretty sure I kind of need to do something else, but I forgot what. I'm sorry, can the effing leader of the country not the leader of the empire just, you know, rule? I am not being particularly quippy tonight. Then again, I'm not really much of a quipper. Okay, you know what? I think I need some crew quarters. Crew quarters. Yeah, why have I not established any crew quarters anywhere in the Empire outside of, like, the main spot? Okay, yeah, you're actively moving in. Oh yeah, we have. They're moving in on that right now.
Ever stronger.
Oh, and we're at max capacity. Oh, never mind. Oh, now we are. Hey, Galactic Market. Welcome to the... Oh, well, they are dirt cheap. Selling for, like, nothing, but whatever. I'll just put a bunch of them out there. Okay, we can buy living metal and Zero and rare crystals and all this good stuff. Exotic gases. Whew! And it's still nowhere near enough to buy, 2,500 of alloys. Also, our energy is actively beginning to run out. Hey, so where's a particularly energy-rich star? Because I feel like we're going to need to put a Dyson swarm around one. Sooner rather than later. 3, 4, 2, 2. This is a very... ooh. You! Well, okay, well technically that's providing energy, but you, my friend, could be providing a very decent...
Ever stronger.
Alright, if I want to build one... Alright, but we have the Unity, but we don't have the alloys. Also, this is taking... that's taking a long-ass time. Why do you not have a Unity building on you? Get to building that. Ooh, also, you're not doing too hot, actually. Should probably actually start giving you some... Okay, do I want to give you guys planetary defenses? Do I want to give you guys some heavy industry? Mixed industry, just for the sake of having more stuff going around? Okay, no, you can have the planetary defense. You can have a medical center. That should... Actually, you know what? Prioritize the medical center. Alright, the monument, good to have, not necessarily the most important.
They wish to speak with us.
Up. Raid on in a lightning raid, our ground forces storm the smuggler outpost on Romsum 2. After a brief firefight, surviving criminals were arrested and transported into orbit. Empty buildings were held and vaporized by demolition charges. Excuse me. The cultural contamination is believed to have been minimal, and our forces have a large amount of illegal contraband. Ooh, yay. And yes, I think we should establish an embassy. And, alright, Alpine World right there, but that's right there. Also, how do I know more about what's going on over here? Oh, that. The energy is slowly becoming more and more of a problem, and I don't know how to fix it.
We grow ever stronger.
Good to know. Also, where? Why are you guys down there? Okay, I mean, I know why you're down there, but get back up there. You are actively hurting our energy problem. Or I guess making our energy problem worse.
Agenda available.
Okay, you guys... They're the crew quarters here, right? Yeah. You guys, fall back there. We're probably losing a shit ton of energy credits because I'm not keeping the fleet stocked. Also, there's a peace offering. Oh. And we're at 40 trust right now. Sorry, but we kind of need to go down in that. That should at the very least continue to sort that out at least a little bit. And ooh, they actually took territory. Good for them. Oh, and well, our food situation's like good. All right, astute galactic diplomacy. Although we were not able to count ourselves among the true superpowers of the galaxy, we have often been able to punch above our weight in galactic affairs. This is largely down to the exertion of our emissary Ithamiki, who ably represents our interest on the galactic community and commands deep respect, even though stridently opposed to all the United Bathydae Imperium stands for. As a result, even though not everyone may fear them, our navy or long hatch the depths of our coffers, they nevertheless admire the powers of our diplomatic corps. Medal of service to diplomacy. Diplomatic weight for the next 10 years.
Ahoy
Cool.
there! Spaceborne life forms ahead!
Alright. Oh. Hello. Tubular alien entity and Qatar and Quart. I keep saying Qatar for some reason. Quart. It's Quart. With no warning or explanation, moving with that. Oh, engines or thrusters, glide. Study it, issue special project.
There is new information in the situation log.
Yes, I would like to do that. Uplift, enigmatic guest. That'll take 9 months. Sure. I can hold off on, yeah, Star Fortress for another baby. Boop. That is genuinely getting more expensive. That costs 400 instead of 300. Apparently we have a breakthrough imminent. And awareness has decreased. Alright, you guys make your way back down here. Uplift successful. Clever girl is the name of the achievement I got.
Sapient species is ready to join us in the Sea of the Stars.
Uplifted to full sapience, the Hafariga now stand as a living testament to scientific and technological might of the United Bathydae Imperium, and we gain 50 influence for it. Very nice. So now they are proper citizens, I think. Yeah, there you are. You're pros, you're uplifted, and you're xenophile. So, rocky start, some integrate. The integration of the Havariga, who are uplifted, is going more smoothly than expected, but not as smoothly as we had hoped, despite our efforts to soft shape if their psychology. Still occasionally struggle with the way we do things here. Well, minerals aren't minerals aren't what we need the most. Stranger danger, oh boy. Grow anxious as their teacher bring up the likelihood of contact. I see. Was aliens was simply they gain xenophile, they gain xenophobe. Well, no, we're gonna have them be xenophile. Alright, and hopefully with everything going, with all our ships going in the dock, yes, our energy situation is beginning to sort itself out. Now our consumer goods situation, that's a bit more, yeah. Origins shrouded in mystery, though it's not organic in nature.
Is finished.
Interesting. Gain a bunch of Yeah. Ooh. We have discovered that the alien compound found on the enigmatic cache is made up of the powdered fragments of the microscopic robotic entities, nanites. My eyes are genuinely starting to get a little bit blurry right now. Some of those scratches in the hull are even tiny mechanical claws stuck inside them, and discovered an inactive but damaged leaching its energy from the cache. From what we remember, now its hard drive. Yay, more Elgate. Oh, hello, Elgate insights. We have now gathered sufficient Elgate insights to reach the technology behind them. Once this has been done, one of our science ships should be able to abort the perpetual maintenance cycle. Hold there a second. The L cluster is within our reach. Research option gained. Elgate activation, which is not a good idea if we are not ready for it. Which we definitely aren't, considering what's waiting for us on the other side. So that, I'm afraid, is going to have to be a later me problem. Yeah, you're building the starbase. Hey, so is our scientist... Yeah, you have no orders, but there are plenty of archaeological dig sites for you to be doing, so... get to it. Kind of forgot about that. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about you. Sorry, my friend. In the meantime... Build... And... Build... And our new arc furnace. Borehole pumps for a lot of energy credits. I really hope I didn't accidentally mess up and this is actually for like minerals and not alloys, because alloys are what we need. No, please. Okay, we don't need more food. We have plenty of food. We're just building all the generator districts. Oh, but we can't get a bioreactor in here. That is at the very least good. Still need neural weaving though. Also, what can you... Our Arbiter of Duels can either become a Guardian or an Intimidator for me. Yes, please.
We grow ever stronger.
Diplomatic, wait for... Yeah, sure. I don't see why not.
Council agenda ready.
Alright, start building mining stations.
We grow ever stronger.
Good. Okay, these void worms. I don't like them, and they are... I'm going to say slowly getting stronger, but the problem is these void worm nests. Where are you going? You're going to that nest. I think.
We grow ever stronger.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Okay, one of our fleets right now is 5,000 strong. This one is not doing the same, but yeah.
Research complete.
Oh yeah, upgrade and ooh, antimatter reactors. Auxiliary fire shields. What do you mean unlocked component shields? What have we been using the whole time? Ooh, yeah, we could also activate the Elgate, but that is a future me problem. That's a in case of emergency problem. Yeah, in case of emergency, we create an even bigger emergency. Science. I heckin' love science.
We grow ever stronger.
Questions of what the F do we do? They're in the machine age. Diplomacy stance uncertain. Alright, so I'm guessing I can't exactly uplift them fully. The Paxian Hive has subjugated the Churk. What? How? Also, why do they just have a hyperlane there? Oh. Or hyper relay, sorry. Oh, well, on the plus side, they are now. On the plus side, they are now starting to come around to us. Their fleet's inferior, but their technology's superior. Superior? I think we can improve relations. I think we can stop spying on you guys. I think it's a more than worthy cause to actually begin, open up some hands, really. Not you guys. Fuck you guys. Also, I guess we have just eyes on their entire empire now. Good to know. Also, yeah, that's a dead end. I get the feeling there might be a Leviathan in there. Mostly because they haven't taken it. Alright, you guys have an Astral Rift in there. I have an Astral Rift in here, but I have no... Also, it is 1 o'clock in the morning right now. That is certainly a turn of events. Alright, well, shit, now what do we do? I mean, what? Is there anything really? Ooh, hang on. That could be worth putting a Dyson Swarm around. Granted, not nearly as much as a Dyson, Dyson Sphere, which is going to give us 1,000 energy. Hey, but we can't really do that, and we have nowhere near enough alloys in order to do it. Oh, okay. friction is the problem. We have discovered that slipping through the folds of space and time requires a perfectly smooth vessels. We are certain we can develop such a device, but your rift sphere, we should develop. Alright. Gain 100 astral threads, and rift sphere progress 25%. And mobilize the fleet. Guess all the pre-FTLs just need to be saved today. Even though this one has caused us quite a bit of problems. Ooh, this one's not the most popular, as it turns out. Habitability -2 is admittedly not too bad. Hannibal discovered an ancient cache of resources in my ruins. Ooh. Thanks for the energy. In the meantime, just focus on building the outposts. That the little bit of extra.
Spaceborne sighted on stranger tides.
Hang on, what just happened? Also, why do we have two of the same okay, no, never mind. I guess it's possible that one of our spies, you know, died. And apparently two of our guys have new negative traits. So you, Council Agenda Speed -10. Oh. Both of you got it. Great. So both our Minister of State and our Arbiter of Duels are now slightly more useless. And are actively hindering the Council's progress. Perfect. Okay, how much would it cost to buy this right now? Actually, alloys are surprisingly cheap right now. So if I were...
Star base is under attack.
I'm sure it is. And then just... So like 10,000 food. And also like maybe another 5,000 just for a little... you know, safety net. Now you, my friend. 100 months until that happens. Or, alternatively, actually, no. The upkeep, too much right now. We need to focus. We could focus on expanding the fleet. We are witnessing the habits of Rum taking their first steps towards enlightenment. They look upwards, opening themselves to the mystery of the universe as artistic expression develops their so it's our power to capture a spiritual they yearn for something, gain research society, or hands-off approach. Acknowledged. No need to be material. That's about it. And sometimes the happiest just show us your wares. We offer you brand atmospheric deodorizer. Do your agri work smell like fertilizer? Is your Echinopolis more like a yuck you no please? Does your colony stink? We have the solution. Our patented blend of microbes and air solid reagents will clear the air of any habitable. Just sit back, relax, and watch the strato drone, and enjoy the fresh air. to a single colony only. Anti-odor effects are 100 and no longer. Increased immigration pull by 30% and pop growth by the Amazon brand name. And you think that's area? You think slogan copyright 2200 by all rights reserved. And remember, don't dream it. Yeah, okay. And we've also uncovered an insidious plot. Two very different things that just happened. Our operatives and the absorbers of Athos have uncovered something unusual. So credible hints that sacred Pictling polity are plotting to deceive us. We have no exact details of the apparent scheme yet, but it's said to involve manipulation of our existing relationships, undermining agreements of trust and our very way of life. Quite how this information came to be is unknown by the end, but as unclear. Our own operatives efforts to tell us about Athos intelligence operatives seem to have paid off. If the intelligence is genuine, although sacred picting polity changes, but we gain some unity. Alright, so we just... Okay, so we just got back... our starbase and the... that the... I can abandon the decrepit ship now. One man's trash.
Information in the situation log.
Yeah, that's a timed project, and I'm going to assume... Yeah, okay. Fall back to do that. Also, I guess I can just look at you guys? Oh, yeah. Look at your little ships. Ooh, that's fancy. I mean, it's probably just a big cargo ship, but... It's fine. Yeah, please hurry up to do that. Hurry up to do that. Hurry up. I feel like we need some extra things going on. Oh, hey, we're full up on minerals again. Alright, fuck it. Who wants the minerals? I don't want to sell them on the market. I just want to... Actually, I guess I can just sell them on the market.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Should I assume... Yeah. And... I mean, they can probably guess it was us. We've been careless conducting operation. Higher activities, despite... I've taken notes of first contact is now unavoidable. Yep. Okay, then. You there. We've been waiting for you to initiate contact for a while. For so long. We decided to make the... What happens now? Greetings, comrades, since we're both, materialists. Greetings, comrade. Developing situation encountered. These have made formal contact with an intelligent yet undeveloped civilization spreading like wildfire throughout the United Bathydae Imperium. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculation that on our culture and society, the confirmation that they are non-spacefaring aliens within our galaxy who may never even consider exploring beyond their as largely being greeted with the celebration on Tadal. Our levels as far ahead of theirs. Despite this, we could probably still learn much by studying them. How fascinating. Alright, now you guys head back towards the system.
Stronger.
Okay, good. The territories are almost secure.
Spaceborne sighted on stranger tides.
Oh, and good to know that we're already doing that. And how's this going along? 50% chance of a breakthrough? Excellent. Keep at it. They continue to mock me.
Technology secured.
Well, the plus side star fortresses are a thing now. Excuse me. Artificial specialists. Nope, 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 nope. Focus. Get some better armor. Our ships have been lacking in that, and that's going to be a quick technology to research. In fact, everything's coming in pretty soon. Hannibal is now better. Excavator, so make him a better archaeologist, or make him better, or with that. That'd be it. No, you're an archaeologist, my friend. Act like it. Which, I mean, should help you. Oh, now we have a 90% chance of a breakthrough. Well done, my friend. Right, City of Ghosts. Our survey expedition has reported back to some astounding findings. The planet has multiple major cities, all abandoned, but in quite good shape considering their age. The infrastructure and urban planning of each city remarkably structured and harmonious, indicating a highly cohesive civilization driven by centralized collective ideals, perhaps even a just consciousness of some kind, based on the architecture shown in interior fixtures. The species small fungal, very low safe technology. Alright, keep digging. Alright, come on. Something to do at this point. Okay, situation log. Astral Rift. Yep. Likely.
Not so special now.
Likely due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard database is brought fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process. So while nothing else of value was found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial to unknown alien technologies. Ooh. Gaining options to exotic gas extraction. Commander Kiltar has drawn up plans for a major fleet exercise that will involve a substantial portion of our navy. The location he has chosen for these maneuvers of the Durabas system, which, yeah, of course it's close to there. It was originally their system. The Ralcath may see major provocation, but we concealed the. After all, lies within our space, have the right to tell us what we can. Carry out the maneuvers as planned.
Ledger of situations amended.
Yeah, I mean, they're cordial. If anything, I can probably just, move to prove it relations if they start making threatening noises. And hey, the consumer goods have sorted themselves out for the most part. Actually, you know what? Cancel that. If I want... like, maybe peace with the sharks is possible after all. Ooh. So that's what's going on over there. In the meantime, what's something we desperately need? Some trade, some exotic gas refineries. I mean, getting a few more gases probably wouldn't be the worst plan. Luxury residences. Here you can just have some basic research labs, I guess. And how are things down here? Our engineering core. Get some research labs going. Anyone home? A group of large predators, indigenous to Rune, were recently discovered to have made a lair in the ruins. Being many archaeologists were lost before Hannibal could lead the survivors to safety. This will cause delays. Well, that wasn't great, but the fact that you were able to, at the very least, you know, get out of there before anything bad happened, was definitely a good thing. We need more population on this planet, eh? Destiny. Yeah, sure, why not? And I'd say we can build another city to compensate for the number of people who are probably going to show up soon. Also, you go build the mining and research stations. You guys have a job. Alright, well, never mind. Alright, cancel that order for now. Do that research project. And then go take care of those guys. You know, do that training. Wonder if there's anything going on in this particular chunk of space. Also, I kind of got distracted there. Please note that may contain traces of only the product has been also please note that may contain okay, shows your wares. Offering you bunk of one side. Well, excluding the crew. We don't need them, no. Carefully consider a bunk beds, but not included. These bunk. So they're basically. So basically, give a science ship for bunk beds. All right, now can you get back to it? But of course, we'll contact you again before we depart. The deal may change at that time. Yeah, whatever. Also, where even are they right now? Oh. So apparently some Tianki here. Ah, nice. Further studies of lost civilization have provided some more questions and answers. The plane structure is thousands of years old and all seem to have been constructed roughly at the same time. Perhaps as a single century. Simply, any addition to renovations to urban structures seem to be done planet-wide at sun widely spaced intervals. Keep digging. And you. Can you launch a gravity snare at those guys? Missile strikes observation post. Earlier today, a barrage of surface-to-space missiles were taking 2 at an observation post. The station was destroyed with no survivors. There, no doubt the pre-FTLs on the planet's surface continued at an incredible rate, despite the fact that we removed the influence of their so-called god. The technology he gave them must have triggered a lasting scientific result. Oh, they advanced straight to early space age. This might be something. I don't know. I didn't read it. Spirits protect me. You look like our holy savior. Yet the differences are telling. He spoke of demons who would mimic an appearance, and that might one day descend from the heavens to steal away. The prophecy came true, and there is no doubt in my mind it was your doing. Where's our holy savior, wretched creature? I demand him. Your holy savior was an alien scientist. Cease thy blasphemy. He's slurring the name of the holy savior is an unforgivable sin, and punishable by death. It is only through his sacred implements that our civilization managed to achieve all that it has. Are you sure the giant organic singularity didn't do that? I will forgive your trespass so long as you return the holy savior to us. I mean, I don't really want to release him into their custody, because that's rewarding bad behavior. But on the other hand, the fleets aren't exactly in position to deal with them. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. Hey, you know what? Fine. You know what? I'll be sure to provide him an escort. May the Holy Savior forgive your crimes, demon. Perhaps there is good for you yet. Yeah, whatever. Hey, guys, you...
Research complete.
I suppose I should be thankful that you have returned me to my disciples, despite the unjust treatment I received. The confinement and ludicrous psychological assessments. I am willing to let bygones be bygones. As long as you leave me and my people alone, we can find a way to coexist. Space is very big, after all. We'll see. Hello again. We're now feeling ready to explore the cosmos and wish to do so on our own. We can't help but take note of your very permanent looking starbase. Well, I'm not entirely sure what you're planning on doing, but of course, it's only just...
Ahoy there! Spaceborne life forms ahead!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already did the ancient battle site.
Spaceborne sighted on straight. They wish to speak with us.
Everything is happening. Astral Rift exploration. Good. Listening post, need that. And also, cryometals unlocked, orbital habitat, alloy megaforges, kind of need that, desperately need that. Integrated cybernetics, fun, but not the most necessary. Yeah, no, we need the alloy megaforges. That's just Dear customer, dare we say friends? We are departing from your territories, but you made you... not interested. Move along. And yeah, let's at least establish an embassy before... Now, you guys, however... You guys get the feeling... Like, I know the science guys said that he was... Like, they said that not to interfere, but I think we're gonna do a lot of interfering.
Technology secured.
Because, I mean... They're just right there. They'd be perfect for a Stellarium. Cryometal infrastructure, planetary infrastructure, hyper entertainment forums, xenobiology, eco stimulation, simulation or simulation. Okay, not in there, over here. That's a neural weaving thing. We just have all the things we can research. But yeah, get the... Is it just me, or did that get a lot more... did that get a lot longer? The state of Takim. I think the embassy is established.
Not so special now, was it?
And yeah, more physics insight, please. All right, yeah, minerals locked. Apparently consumer goods are falling again. That being cut off, not great. While the side research labs are going down. Ooh, we can actually upgrade that building. Fun. I guess we can't enter your borders. But hello, potential galactic paragon. Event Zondar. Oh yeah, another renowned paragon. Suspended on a massive mobility crane is the head and torso of a humanoid. Once this must have been an organic being, but most of what remains is metals, wires, and plastic. Without warning, the body jolts come to life. Toots in the... I am Zondar. I seek command. What happened to you? I was once flesh and blood, like the rest of my people. I was vulnerable to age and disease. My flesh was weak, so I shed it. My consciousness was digitized and uploaded. I have broken free of the body that held me prisoner. Why do you wish to join us? Superstition, religion, baseless lies, only useful. Held to inflame the heart to murderous passion, the cause of countless wars and endless suffering. You and your people see through such nonsense. What is real can be seen, tasted, touched, just as the flesh must be discarded to reach perfection. Childish fantasies must be cast aside. You seek to command a fleet? The form you see before you is but one part of me. The void is my home, and I am one with my ships. My consciousness is ingrained in their very systems. My sensors are my eyes and ears. The hull is my skin. With me at their head, I can direct our fleets to an unprecedented level of excellence. And tell us about your transformation. What is left to say? My body fell ill. I was offered a chance to save my mind, and I leapt at it. Many others tried the same. None survived today. Welcome aboard! So we have a... So what exactly are you good at? Ship hull points, explosive weapons. Might be good for a little torpedo fleet. A scout, you're a micromanager, so ship upkeep not great. guidance focus system for better that. Jury rigor for chance to spawn debris minus 100, which you know what? You can upgrade Scout and you can also get Artillerist, because why not? The question is, where exactly am I gonna put you? Because I don't really... Okay, I guess he's just in charge of the transport fleet right now. I think that just means I need to give him, like... I feel like I need to make it, like, give him his own, like, thing. Which is unfortunate, considering I don't have enough for that. Also, how are things going over here? How are things going in here? 62 months before our next perk. That is rough. Nope, still don't have enough in terms of... yeah. Energy. Yep. Well, you're lethargic, so guess what? You're being replaced. Alright, so is that just a 40 on top of what we're already doing, or is it something else? Also, a recent breakthrough showing some light on the vanishing city builders. Apparently, the fungal species that collect a cycle of mass death and rebirth. They hatch en masse almost simultaneously across the whole planet and grow up as part of a linked hive collective. In the course of their hundreds of years long life cycle, they spread out, reclaim the cities built and abandoned by previous died-off generations. When nearing the death rebirth event, they heed some species-wide biological clarion call. Through asexual reproduction, they give birth to a pod that's buried in the ground. The parent dies, the body decays and fertilizes the ground in the pod. Around the pod, after a long dormant period, the pods hatch and the cycle begins anew. Keep digging. Okay, so that's the upkeep right now. I imagine that's what the upkeep is going to become. Screw it. Start upgrading. And I can upgrade you as well. You're cutting into our deposits. Let's take a look at you. That looks nice.
We grow ever stronger.
Good. And the dig is finished. A cycle disrupted. Soil excavations has finally revealed the fate of the missing population. They're on their just in pod state in the ground, growing and getting ready to emerge when some natural phenomenon, most likely a meteor impact that upset weather and seasons for a few decades, disrupted the planet's ecosystem. As they hatched and found the world they found the world devoid of sustenance. That what should have been a shared celebratory rebirth quickly turned to a slow collective starvation. Ultimately, the species extinction. Ancient refinery he's gained and hostile environment adaptation. Unfortunate for for the species. In the meantime, oh. Yeah, go research that. Then you can go do more archaeology. Because there are a few more up here that we can do. Alright, fine. We can do that, that, and that. You, my friend, can lock down our borders. Yay! And we actually he captured a space fauna! Yay! Oh, we got a space whale ox common. Culling reward food. Nice to have now. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure you're done with the special project, and they didn't really care. So I suggest now you go do that. And I'm starting to think that we can go and take out these things, even if it is going to be a little bit difficult. Also, just reinforce all right now. This fleet continues to get nothing because this fleet is completely useless, as it turns out. Okay, wow, yeah, all that was basically just for the cruisers. Cruisers that I haven't bothered upgrading. Yes, we'll get to you in a moment. Improved deflectors. No, not the artillery stuff. Yeah, that stuff. Divine's Protector. Kinda forgot that I need to, be the one to do this. Also, yeah, you're the main kind of destroyer. You can have the line. Oh, no, not autocomplete. We are still surprisingly only on the first tier of torpedo. Yeah, and you guys can have torpedo. And Noble of Heaven can have Swarm Tactics, Picket Tactics, which are intercept incoming enemies. Upgrade that. Oh, and you guys can just be upgraded to railguns. Now, if I want to choose a new design for, let's say, the Corvette, ship artillery, brawler, her stealth. Yeah, one of these, please. Ruler of the Horns. Good enough for me. So now we have a second Corvette class. And now everything needs to be upgraded. Which... yeah, anyway, eat or be eaten. Flying on the outskirts of debris field around that. Around Elite 784 is the pitiful former crumpled up science vessel of unidentifiable origin. The presence of bite marks and digestive fluids of the hull suggests it was chewed up, then regurgitated by some large. Ironically, the ship's crew were on the culinary odyssey of their own, in search of new exotic delicacies when they themselves ended up on the menu. They had rated a staggering number of life forms on everything from nutritional content to chewiness. Among their top picks were the Dorbolans for their juicy stomach and spicy temperament. We have earned a mediocre placement on the bottom of the list thanks to this thing. The stringiness of our flesh and the lackluster quarry we make. So, some like to play with their food. Looks like they finally met their match for a big pile of society research. Yay! So, which leads to that. And now that you have nothing else to do here, you can explore the astral rift, so I suggest you make your way up here to that excavation site. Hang on, I saw your fleets. Okay, so I should probably point out that it has almost been 4 hours at this point, and I kinda gotta... yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I should probably wrap up now. So, wrapping up now, kind of on, not really a cliffhanger, it's just kind of a... actually, you know what? No. We will at the very least let this happen. We will get the... we will fill out the borders to what they reasonably can be at the moment, and then we will wrap up stream. And the hive mind wants to talk. Yeah, sure.
This fleet is now capable of becoming a mercenary enclave, if we so wish. The fleet would cease to be under our direct control. Instead, it would become an independent force, capable of loaning out mercenary fleets to empires, including our own.
Aha! Excellent. So I'm guessing... okay, not you. I'm gonna guess it's our... like... yeah, Pearl Sophet can now be... like, brought up to there. And now we also need to... I really should have read the fine print on what, the arc furnace actually does, because I get the... because if it's just spitting out minerals, then... shit. And I don't exactly have a lot of good candidates for, like, colonizing. Because Walled Garden and Holy World. Emerald Mausoleum, Holy World. And pretty much everything else is either... like, either dry or Arctic.
Give them a broadside.
Yeah, they got picked apart. And we can get small cutting laser, and we can also crack the egg if we want to. That requires a science ship. Luckily, there's one who happens to be on the way. Don't do that. That's a not good thing to do. Yeah, in the meantime, and yeah, there is still a little bit of wrapping up there to do, but for the most part, this is going to be where we wrap up for tonight. YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, YouTube, thanks for watching. I will catch you next time.